Guys, welcome back to Python for Kids. And as I told you last video, today we're actually going to be downloading pycharm for you today. So pycharm is another one IDE, so it's another place to write. Make sure if you haven't watched Python tutorial 3, 2, or 1 yet, make sure you head on and watch those before coming here, because we might be going into some extra things. So first, how to install pycharm. So it's very simple. All you have to type in, you have to go into Google or Safari, whatever browser you're using, probably Firefox, and you type in www.jetbrains.com/pycharm. So when you press enter, it should take you onto something a bit like this. Press on pycharm, the Python IDE for professional. And when you go into that, it should look a bit like this. So you're going to download. I've already downloaded it, so I'm not going to download it. So here it goes to download pycharm. So you go into a bit like this. So it gives you 3 options: Windows, Mac, or Linux. You choose the option you want. We're on Windows today. I'm not going to download it because I've already downloaded it, like I said. So you can do the professional version. I wouldn't recommend it because actually you have to pay, and I'm not sure if that's a bit any better, but I recommend you to use the community version. You can do the professional version if you want, but you have to pay. So this is free community version, and it's for pure Python development. You just click on that and you can download. I'm not going to download it as I already have it. So once you download that, you should go into a page a bit like this, not exactly like this. So I'm gonna go into I'm actually gonna close it on pygame. Sorry, a pycharm file. I'm just gonna save this. So actually, I'll open a new. So all you have to do is go. Once you go into pycharm, it should look a bit like this. So I'm just waiting for pycharm to open up. Sorry about that, guys. So guys, I'm just gonna try and actually just get rid of these. So after it should go into this small interface. So once you've gone through everything through that, like that. So now we're gonna open up a new file. How to open a new file? You should have created a project by now. I called it geeky.py. So I'm gonna create a new project, and I'm gonna call it Scratch. So I'm making a new Scratch file. So you go into Python, and it should go into this really just a Scratch file, and we're gonna use it for our tutorial today. So remember last time we went through if conditions? So I'm just gonna write that down again. So a equals 10, b equals 10. So if you remember, we did that. If you don't, make sure you go back to Python tutorial 3 and check that out again. This is not a tutorial really, I'm just adding something to that just quickly, some other things you can use. So it's really cool. So another thing, if a, and if you put the percentage button and you do if a b is equal to 1. So basically what this means is if a divided by b, if the remainder, so I'll show you what I mean here. So go print, and I'm gonna go print. What should I print? So I'm gonna go ahead and run this. So process finished with x equals 0. So let's go back onto this. Put that as 0. And run it. So how you run it is you're going to run scratch. Oh no, yeah, you should get run scratch, or if you don't get run scratch, go into run, and then there should be all these options. Choose scratch and printed high. So basically the percentage sign, because a is equal to 10, so I'm actually going to replace these with the numbers here. So this what it does is it checks if 10 is divided by 10, if 10 is divided by 10, and what the remainder is. So if the remainder is equal to 0, it'll actually go into the indent, like I told you last time, and actually run what's under here. You can also do something else if let's just experiment. Make sure you experiment a lot with coding. That's a really good way. If a plus b is equal to, make sure you put the double equals to 2. That's one thing. Is equal to 20. Print a plus b. So this is gonna give an error. Why? Is because it's a string. A and b are integers, as you know. They're stored as integers. So I'm going to show you how to convert that to strings today. So a is 10, so that's an integer because it's a number. B is also 10, that's another integer number again. So when you print, you only print text, so you don't really print numbers. But text is called in Python is actually called strings. In coding, actually, it's called strings. Programmers call it strings. So we want to print it as a string, because so this converts it into text and then prints it. This converts, if you do print str a plus b, it converts these two into text and then prints it out. So let's see if this works out. I'm gonna run scratch. Hi, 20. Yeah. So that worked out. So make sure you experiment with that. Try if a minus b, for example, is equal to 0, and try experimenting with everything. That's a really good way to actually learn coding. So make sure you do that. And I'll see you next video. And bye.